My beloved child, pause with me for a moment. Do not rush past this space. Do not carry your noise into it. Do not let your thoughts keep racing as if this moment were ordinary. Come closer. Breathe slowly. Let your shoulders relax. Let the tension in your chest soften. I am here with you. Still your heart before me and listen, not with strain, not with effort, but with trust. What I am about to say is not hurried and it is not light. It carries weight because it carries truth. What you did when no one was watching reached me. It reached beyond time, beyond visibility, beyond the places where human recognition can travel. It was quiet. It was unseen. It was uncelebrated. And yet it moved my heart deeply. You may not understand why that moment mattered so much. You may have already questioned it, already wondered if it made any difference at all. But know this now without doubt and without hesitation. I saw you. I did not glance. I did not miss it. I did not overlook the cost. I saw the choice you made when you could have chosen comfort. I saw the obedience that asked something of you when no one was asking. I saw the surrender that brought no applause and no immediate reward. And today I want you to hear this clearly. I am overjoyed with you. Not in a small way. Not in a passing way. Not in a polite or distant way. My joy over you rises from love, from faithfulness, from delight. It is deep. It is real. It is personal. You may still feel ordinary. Your surroundings may not look different. Your routine may not have changed. But my joy over you is not dependent on what you see. It flows from what I know. Beloved, I saw your obedience when it cost you comfort. I saw it when it pulled you away from what felt familiar and safe. I saw it when it made no sense to your understanding. I saw it when it offered no immediate benefit to your hands. I saw it when no one affirmed you, when no one applauded, when no one even noticed the decision you made. Earth may have been silent, but heaven was not. Heaven noticed what earth ignored. And the sound of your obedience echoed farther than you can imagine. I am not mildly pleased with you. I am deeply, genuinely, shockingly proud of you. You chose me when it was hard. You chose my voice when it would have been easier to choose relief. You chose obedience when others chose convenience. You chose trust when others chose delay. You chose surrender when others chose self-protection. You did not do this because it felt good. You did it because you trusted me. And that trust matters more than you know. It is rare. It is precious. It is powerful. There were moments when you could have walked away quietly. Moments when you could have justified hesitation and no one would have questioned you. Moments when compromise would have cost you nothing in the eyes of people. Moments when waiting would have looked wise and retreat would have looked reasonable. But you did not take those exits. You stayed. You listened. You obeyed. Even when your heart felt tired. Even when your understanding was incomplete. Even when fear whispered that it would be safer to wait. Still, you chose me. And I want you to hear this without distortion, without doubt, without minimizing it. I noticed every step. You may have wondered if it mattered. You may have asked yourself if obedience without recognition was worth the cost. You may have felt alone in the decision, unsure if anyone truly understood what you gave up. I understood. I was there. I was watching with love, not judgment. With pride, not distance. With attentiveness, not silence. When you chose obedience, you chose alignment with my heart. And alignment always releases movement. Listen carefully now because I want you to understand what just happened. Because of what you did, something has been released. Not someday. Not later. Not when everything becomes visible. No. In the unseen, things shifted. Doors that were stalled began to move. Chains you could not see began to loosen. Paths that looked blocked began to open. You unlocked something far bigger than what your eyes can currently see. You touched realms you have never walked in before, not by striving, not by force, but simply by choosing me. Do not mistake stillness for inactivity. When I move, I often move quietly at first. When I release blessing, it often begins beneath the surface. Seeds do not announce themselves when they are planted. They grow in hidden places long before they ever break through the soil. What you unlock today is growing. It is aligning. It is forming. It is preparing to reveal itself at the right time. The blessing moving toward you will surprise you. It will not arrive the way you imagined. It will not fit neatly into your expectations. It will not overwhelm you with chaos, but with goodness. It will change how you see me. It will change how you see yourself. It will change how you understand your journey. You thought obedience would only cost you something. You did not yet see that obedience also qualifies you for things you could not reach any other way. Stay with me right now. Do not leave this moment. Do not rush past it. Do not minimize it. This is not just encouragement. This is confirmation. This moment marks the beginning of something extraordinary, and I want your heart fully present for it. What I am doing is not fragile, but your awareness of it matters. The enemy would love for you to dismiss this as emotional or exaggerated. Do not agree with that lie. What I am speaking to you is truth. You did not obey to earn my love. You already have that. But obedience opened doors that love alone does not force open. You obeyed freely, sincerely, without bargaining. And that posture matters deeply in my kingdom. It tells me you trust my heart even when you cannot trace my hand. That kind of trust invites responsibility. It invites favor. It invites assignment. You may feel unworthy of what I am saying. You may think of your flaws, your past mistakes, the areas where you still feel weak. Hear me clearly. I am not proud of you because you are perfect. I am proud of you because you are willing. I am proud of you because you listened. I am proud of you because you responded. Growth begins with response, not perfection. Do not look back now with fear or second thoughts. Do not wonder if you did the right thing. Obedience always places you in the right position, even when the path ahead feels unfamiliar. I am not leading you into loss. I am leading you into expansion. What you released will be replaced. What you surrendered will be restored in a better form. What you trusted me with will return, multiplied. You are entering a season where you will see evidence of my faithfulness in ways that feel personal and undeniable. Pay attention. Stay open. Stay humble. Gratitude will keep your heart soft and your vision clear. Remain close to me. Something beautiful has begun. My beloved child, remain here with me. Do not pull away yet. Do not let your attention drift back to the noise that waits outside this moment. There is more I want to place in your heart, and it will strengthen you for what comes next. Today, my joy over you is living. It is not distant. It is not theoretical. It is not reserved for some future version of you. It is present. It is active. It is resting on you now. I want you to understand this clearly because many carry a false image of me in their hearts. They imagine my joy as conditional, as fragile, as something easily withdrawn. They believe I am pleased only when everything is done perfectly, only when results are visible, only when success can be measured. That is not my heart toward you. My joy today is not based on what you might do tomorrow. It is not based on who you may become years from now. It is not postponed until you arrive. It is rooted in what you have already done, in who you already are, in the love that binds us together. When I look at you, I do not begin with your failures. I do not scan your life searching for flaws. I do not weigh you down with the memory of past mistakes. I do not reduce you to your weakest moments. I see faith. I see a heart that listened. I see a spirit that responded. I see obedience chosen when turning away would have been easier. That choice reached me more deeply than you know. Heaven did not remain silent when you acted. Your obedience was seen. Your faith was felt. Your surrender touched places beyond your awareness. You may not feel special today. You may not feel different or celebrated. You may not sense anything extraordinary happening around you. But my joy does not depend on your emotions. It flows from my heart toward you because I know the cost of what you did. I know the inner struggle you faced. I know the thoughts you wrestled with. I know the fear that tried to slow your steps. I know the questions that rose when clarity had not yet come. I saw the moment when you were not fully certain, yet still willing. And still you chose me. Still you trusted me. Still you said yes. That kind of obedience is precious. It is not loud. It is not dramatic. It is not easily noticed. But it is deeply valued. My joy over you today is intimate. It is not a general joy for many. It is focused. It is directed. It rests on you like a gentle covering. I am not speaking about you from a distance. I am speaking to you now, right where you are. I know your name. I know your story. I know the long road that led you here. I know the weight you have carried quietly. And I am telling you clearly, I am pleased with you. There are moments when heaven leans closer to earth. Moments when spiritual movement responds immediately to human obedience. This is one of those moments. When you chose to obey me, something aligned. Something that had been out of order settled into place. Something that had been waiting quietly was given permission to move. Something that could not shift before now found room to breathe. My joy rose because your obedience was not forced. It was not pressured. It was not driven by fear or obligation. It was freely given. Love responds powerfully to willing surrender. I want you to understand this truth deeply because it will steady you in days ahead. My joy is not fragile. It is not shaken by circumstances. It is not withdrawn when you stumble. It is not erased by weakness. But it is stirred in a special way when you trust me. When you obey me, you open yourself to closeness, to intimacy, to shared joy. You did not just follow a rule. You responded to a relationship. You may have wondered if your obedience mattered because it seemed small. You may have looked at others and thought their sacrifices were greater, their obedience more visible, their faith more impressive. But I do not measure obedience the way people do. I look at the heart. I see what it cost you personally. I see the comfort you released. I see the pride you surrendered. I see the control you loosened. I see the security you placed in my hands. And I tell you with tenderness and truth, my joy over you today is full. Heaven is aware of you. You are not overlooked. You are not forgotten. You are not invisible. The peace that may be settling into your heart right now is not imagination. It is confirmation. It is the gentle assurance of my pleasure resting on you. I know you are used to striving. I know you have learned to measure your worth by effort, by results, by approval. But today I am inviting you to rest, not to earn my joy, not to chase it, simply to receive it. Let it wash over you. Let it soften the places where you have been harsh with yourself. Let it quiet the voice that tells you it is never enough. My joy is enough. My delight in you is real. Do not rush away from this moment. Do not treat my words as mere encouragement. They are truth. They are foundation. When doubts rise later, remember this. When waiting feels heavy, remember my joy. When silence stretches longer than you expected, remember that my pleasure is present, not delayed. You did not obey to be seen by people. And perhaps you were not seen by people. But you were seen by me. And my seeing is not passive. It is active. It is involved. It shapes your future. My joy over you today is not just a feeling. It is a declaration. It declares alignment. It declares trust. It declares closeness. I am not distant from you in this season. I am near. I am attentive. I am invested in you. You are not walking alone. You are not guessing blindly. You are responding to a God who delights in you. Let this truth settle into your spirit. I'm happy with you today. Not because you are flawless, but because you are faithful. Not because you know everything, but because you listened. Not because you have arrived, but because you moved when I asked you to move. That is enough for my joy to overflow. Stay here with me a little longer. Let your heart be still. Let my joy become your strength. What lies ahead will require confidence, trust, and patience. You will need to remember who you are in my eyes. And today I am giving you that reminder clearly and lovingly. You are seen. You are valued. You are delighted in. And my Joe, why over you today is only the beginning of what is unfolding.